lot, we rap a lot. I'm at Sabia, Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's a little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good late afternoon, early evening, everyone, as we welcome you to the big town of Alton, Illinois, as we get you ready for some Lady Kahok volleyball on the Kahok Sports Network. I'm Todd Duke, glad that you're with us here on KahokSports.com as we have a Southwestern Conference volleyball matchup for you tonight as Collinsville visits Alton as the Kahawks come in with an overall record of 8-4. They are 3-1 in conference play, while Alton comes in at 7-7 and 1-0 in conference play. As we welcome you into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials. This week, a dozen carnations in a nice stylish vase, all for $25. You can call Cullip Jennings Florist at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. And we will begin with an apology to the folks at Cullip Jennings because I do not have a coach's interview to play during our pregame show. A couple of technical things have happened up here since I arrived. Well, number one, I guess it was last night when I did the soccer game and did the interview with Coach Loogie. I inadvertently left my voice recorder on when I put it back in my briefcase, and thus when I got here, dead batteries and no backups. That won't happen again. I'm going to buy some batteries and stash them in my briefcase so we won't have to worry about that happening again. Number two, my scoreboard is frozen. I don't know why, but I can't get it to work. I can't get it to respond. I can't get it to close. So, I mean, if it's not working, that would be one thing. I could shut it down and just not even have a scoreboard on the screen, but I can't even get it to close now. So the scoreboard's going to be stuck on the screen all night long, and I'm not going to be able to change the score on it because right now it just won't let me. I really don't know. I shut down my computer, did a restart on it, pulled everything back up, and it did the same thing. So something's going on with the software for my scoreboard, and I'll have to try to look into that, as we don't have a game after this matchup until Saturday's football game. So I'll have a little bit of time to look into that and try to take care of it. At any rate, we are going to bring you some volleyball. We are just going to do it without a pregame interview and without a scoreboard. So let's get on with it, shall we? As I mentioned, Alton 7-7, Collinsville 8-4. Kahok's 3-1 in conference play under first-year coach Abby Hanger, and Alton is 1-0 in Southwestern Conference play under their 10th-year coach Stacy Ferguson. You add her 7-7 record that she's accomplished with her team this year, and that gives her 171 wins and 146 losses in her 10th year of service as the Alton Redbird head coach. Best year under Coach Ferguson was 25-8 in 2014. The program started back in 1976, and the school has not captured any hardware when it comes to their girls volleyball program. Let's take a look at the history, because these two teams have been playing each other for quite a while, over the last 19 years or so. And there was a few years when they played each other twice during the regular season, once as a Southwestern Conference game and then another time in one of the various tournaments that the girls are still involved in, and some of the ones back in the past they're no longer involved in that don't exist anymore, some of them. But over the last 18 years in the regular season, Collinsville's had a pretty good job against the Alton Redbirds. 20 wins and 4 losses, even better than that in the playoffs with a 5-0 mark. So overall, Collinsville is 25-4 against the Alton Redbirds. Last year, Collinsville won 27-25 and 25-20 in a match that was played at Collinsville High School. Hannah Scrum in those two games had 6 kills and a couple of blocks. Alyssa Grimm had 8 kills and 4 blocks. I mentioned that they've only lost 4 times to Alton in the last 18 years. Well, the last time that happened was 3 years ago. Back in 2015, it was a 3-set defeat. And then from 2008 to that loss in 2015, Collinsville won every single game that they played against Alton in that time. The last playoff match, that was in 2010. Collinsville won that one 25-14 and 25-16 in the regional semifinals at Alton. 2 days later, they lost in straight sets to Edwardsville for the regional championship crown. Matter of fact, 2008, 2009, and 2010, that happened. Collinsville beat Alton in the semifinals and lost to Edwardsville in the finals. In 2007, they also met Alton, but they beat Alton and Edwardsville. They won the regional championships and the sectional championships that year before they lost to Naperville in super sectional play. So just a little bit of history between these two teams. We will take a break here on the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. When we come back, we'll throw some more individual numbers and a few team numbers coming your way. We'll do that next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
I'm my team's #1 fan. I've never been #1 at anything until I put these babies on. Do I know where I'm going? Absolutely. We're going to the playoffs.
Allstate guarantees your rates won't go up just because of an accident, starting the day you sign up.
So get accident forgiveness from Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
It's good to be in good hands.
Get protection plus unique extras. Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both. and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Co-op Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Co-op Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Co-op Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Co-op Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, coopjennings.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahoks.
Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Co-op Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Co-op Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Co-op Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Co-op Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, coopjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the broadcast booth way up in the rafters here at Alton High School. I'm Todd Duke, glad that you're with us on the Kahok Sports Network as we get you set for this matchup between Collinsville and the host Alton Redbirds, the JV game and the freshman game, which you can see from up here in the rafters pretty much because it's over on the other side. I'm sure you can see through that netting over there on your screen where you can see the AHS on the bleachers over there. That's where they had the freshman game. So, not too well. Things didn't go that well at all for the junior varsity. Or the freshmen. Junior varsity lost in straight sets, 25-22 and 25-15. Everything was kind of close. Freshmen lost 25-18 and 25-19 in that second game. I was down on the floor talking to Coach Hanger, and we both looked over to the freshman side to see what was going on over there, and they were down 10-2 at one point, or the freshman Lady Kahawks. So nice job battling back to make it at least close at 25-19, but both the freshmen and the JV lost here to Alton. We're hoping to reverse that trend here on the varsity side as Alton comes in, having won 14 sets and lost 15. Collinsville has won 14 sets and lost 9. Alyssa Huffman leads the team in the average points per game category. Excuse me, that is Bella Tucker who does that with .57. And on the other side, Cheyenne Johnson, or excuse me, Olivia Ducey does that with a .66. Collinsville has a couple of players out tonight as Elise Halbrooks is going to be out with a little bit of a foot injury going on there. And Alyssa Huffman is not totally out, as Coach Hanger said they're not sure if they're going to use her or how they're going to use her. She can't serve and she can't hit, really. She has a little bit of an elbow problem going on there. So a couple of key players here for Collinsville are going to be out of this game. We are just about underway, and we have the middle view here this time as opposed to the end view that we have at Collinsville. So a little bit easier to see what's going on both sides. I have the camera zoomed in as far as I can without taking away the corners. I'd like to get it a little bit closer for y'all, but if I miss the corners, then we'll be missing some of the play there. So we're just about ready to go. Alton is the home team. They are dressed in red. They will be on the right side of your screen to get things going here. They'll have white numbers on the fronts and the backs of their jerseys with red birds across the backs on the tops of the shoulder blades. Collinsville, of course, the road team, black shorts and purple jerseys, white numbers on the fronts and the back, and the word Kahoks written across the backs of the Collinsville Kahok jerseys. A big thank you to Culp Jennings Florist, although I apologize I didn't get the pregame interview in there. But a big thank you to Culp Jennings Florist anyway. Love the fact that they sponsor our pre- and post-game shows. We'll pass along some more numbers to you as we move along here, as we are just about ready to get things going, as both referees, the net judge and the line judge, check to make sure that everybody that's listed as starters is out there as a starter, and they are. And Abigail Powers will start things off here for Alton. She will serve, and we are underway, and that's a point for the Collinsville Kahawks. Again, if you're just joining me and missed the pregame show, my scoreboard is frozen. It will not shut down, and it will not work. So, believe me, I'd like to have it off the screen so I didn't have to worry about it, but there it sits, staring at you in the face, going, boy, I wish somebody would change the numbers on me, but not going to happen. Eviana Holder comes in. She serves, and we're underway once again. This time Collinsville with the serve, and this time Alton with the point. That ball got away just a little bit there from tonight's libero, Bella Tucker. And that one went backwards off of her hand, so we are tied at 1 as we slog through a beginning here that's moving a little slow. Back to serve it up. That is Huggins, Kaylee Huggins. Now Collinsville trying to set it up. They do so, and a nice kill here on this near side sideline by Darcy Metzger. And Collinsville has a 2-1 lead. And now the Kahawks will serve it up, and it will be Alyssa Grimm. She'll come into your picture here a little bit as she serves it up. Collinsville up 2-1. Back in the back, out of bounds. Powers back to serve for the Alton Redbirds. Pushed up front. Now Hancher trying to set it up, and she does so nicely there for Hannah Scrum. And we are even now at 2. And Collinsville will come back to serve. So far, it's just been a volley of servers here. Up next, Darcy Metzger. Metzger sends it across, and the libero, Sammy Doso, picks it up for Alton. Blocked out front. Nicely done. Both Riley Ponce and Hannah Scrum were over there on that far side corner. Our far side right next to the net. Block that one back over. 4-2 lead now for Collinsville as Metzger will go back to score it up once again. She does so. It's picked up on the far side sideline, and now the Alton Redbirds will try to set it up. Nice dig over there by Darcy Metzger, but she kind of hit a line drive that Hancher up front could send over the net, but it was sent over the net out of bounds. So 4-3, Collinsville with the 1-point lead. Here is Cheyenne Johnson. She serves it up. Hancher sets it up. A little touch push over there by Ponce, and now Grimm sets it back up for Hancher. Far side scrum. She went to kill it, but just gave it a little bit of touch because everybody was playing back, especially Sammy Doso. She was playing back on that back line, the libero was, and she dove forward, but still came up about 2.5 feet short of even reaching that ball. 5-3 in favor of Collinsville. Back to serve it up, Hancher. Hancher does so. Back to the back, and it's picked up by Doso, and all the way back to the back. Alton has to go. Ducey finally gets it over on the last shot. Hancher for scrum again. This time it's blocked out front by Olivia Ducey. And Alton picks up the point. 5-4. Collinsville with the 1-point advantage. And now Cheyenne Johnson back to serve it up here for the Alton Lady Redbirds. She does so all the way back in the back. Kicked up in the air by Scrum, or excuse me, that was Grimm. Scrum tried to dive in there and get it before it hit the ground, but she couldn't get there fast enough. And we are knotted at 5. Cheyenne Johnson back to serve it up once again. Johnson, only 6 errors serving this year. Here is Hancher once again setting it up for Scrum. Scrum blocked out. Wow, what a block over there by Brooke Wolf. Brooke Wolf is, along with Abigail Powers, the leader of her team in blocks with 13, both of them, and right behind them, Olivia Ducey with 12. Here is Johnson's next serve, and that one goes a little long, and we are tied at 6. 6-6, and now it's going to be Hannah Scrum's turn to go back and serve it up here for the Kahawks. She does so, and out of bounds it goes. So now the libero, Sammy Doso, back to serve for Alton. Overhand serve all the way in the back, picked up by our libero tonight, Bella Tucker. This one ends up going out of bounds after a tip by the Alton Lady Redbirds, so we are tied once again at 7. And now, speaking of our libero, Bella Tucker, she's back to serve. It's over, picked up in the back by Doso, and now put over, and that hits Grimm right in the shoulder, but Hancher gets it over. Picked up in the back by Kane for Alton, and now a ball knocked over the net by Powers is picked up back in the back by Hannah Scrum, and Collinsville sends it over. Alton trying to set it up once again, and they didn't do a very good job of that. The overhand shot there by Leilani Hill went right into the net after a little bit of a miss hit there. She thought she was going to have to move to the front of the net for a nice setup, but instead she had to hold her ground as the setup didn't come to her. Collinsville up 8-7. Here is Bella Tucker. Picked up in the backcourt by Kane. Shoved up front and then put over by Ducey. Collinsville picks it up. Here is Grimm sending it over on the last shot and found an open spot right in front of Doso, the libero, as she was coming in once again playing on that back line. Collinsville now up by 2, 9-7. Bella Tucker serves it up again, and this time it was a nice dig by Doso, and an even better job after that by the rest of her teammates to pick her up as a kill attempt over on the far side goes out of bounds off of the hands of Alyssa Grimm, and it's now 9-8. Collinsville with the 1-point lead as the Alton Lady Redbirds hold serve, and here is Rachel Holmes. Holmes, top of the net. Collinsville couldn't react fast enough. Closest one there was Hannah Scrum, and we are tied at 9. Timeout. Coach Abby Hanger and her Kahawks want to talk about it a little bit more. Let's thank the Junior Service Club of Collinsville. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. Their next event coming up, the Italian Fest, Friday and Saturday of this week. They will be selling toasted raviolis there on Main Street. For more information on that event or anything else that has to do with the Junior Service Club, you can check out the Junior Service Club's Facebook page. Let's also thank Pack Mail. They are locally owned and operated by Mr. Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. You can visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call 346-4884. 9-9 our score. Olivia Ducey back to serve it up again. She does so, and this time it does not tick the front of the net. Picked up by Tucker, moved up by Scrum, and the kill attempt blocked out by Grimm. And the Alton Redbirds do a nice job there. Can't get the second block, and now we're going to have a net violation against the Redbirds. And Collinsville will pick up a point and regain the lead, 10-9. Holder checks back in. Emily Bone to the bench. Holder serves. Picked up in the back. Couple of Lady Redbirds get in there, and then they both back up because I guess both of them felt that they hit it. So instead of one going for it, they backed up, and it ended up landing right behind Cheyenne Johnson. 11-9, Collinsville extends their lead back out to 2. Holder with the next serve, and this one's out. That makes it 10-11. Collinsville with the 1-point advantage. Alyssa Huffman came in with the most serves at 51. She has yet to commit an error. Hal Brooks, 39 serves, and she has yet to commit an error. She's not playing tonight. Here's a setup by Hancher, and a little touch, nicely done by Darcy Metzger. And she just barely gave it that feather touch and put it over the net right on the near side sideline where it found an open space. 12-10. Collinsville with the 2-point advantage. Here's the serve by Grimm. Back in the back, picked up by Doso. Shoved up front, now over on the far side. Alton gets it over, but hit a little bit too hard there by Johnson. And it's a 3-point lead now for the Kahawks. Grimm back to serve again. And picked up by Higgins, moved up front. Here is an attempt by Alton that Collinsville picks up. Now over to Hannah Scrum, and that one is out of bounds. I was wondering if the refs saw that. It barely went out of bounds, just across that in line. Nice solid hit there by Janelle Rose, but just got a little bit too much on it. Collinsville now up by 4. Doso picks it up, set up by Ducey, and knocked over by Johnson. Now Hancher setting it up over here for Metzger, and she finds the empty spot right in the middle. I'm telling you, if Sammy Doso, the libero for Alton, would just move off of that back line a little bit more, she might get to a lot of those balls. But Collinsville has exploited that, and the Kahawks are up 15-10. Next serve coming up by Grimm. Doso lets it go, and it's out of bounds. And Collinsville's advantage down to 4, 15-11. Back to serve it up is Abigail Powers for the Alton Redbirds. Doso goes to the bench. Picked up by Tucker, moved up by Hancher, setting it up for Scrum. She just gives it a touch over, and now the Alton Redbirds touch it over, and Hancher picks it up to Tucker. Back to Scrum. Scrum kills it back in the back near side corner, and Collinsville gets that point right back, 16-11 Kahawks. Metzger back to serve for Collinsville. Gets it over, and Alton almost had a little trouble communicating with that one. They get it over the net, though. Now Hancher is going to set it up once again for Scrum. Off of a fingertip, and another point falls in for the Kahawks. Nice try on the block by Cheyenne Johnson off of her fingers, and then too far to the left of her for anyone to get to. 17-11 in favor of Collinsville. Metzger serves it up again. Picked up by Doso. Moved up front, being set up there by Ducey. Ducey, nice setup, but it'd be a nicer dig on the other side by Metzger to keep it alive, and then Alyssa Grimm slams it into the net. Point belongs to Alton. Kahawks with a 5-point lead. 17-12 is our score. Here is Cheyenne Johnson serving it up for the Redbirds. Barely gets it over to net. Holder to Hancher. Far side, back to Scrum. Scrum gets it over, and now Collinsville waits the setup and blocks it. And now we're going to have a net violation again by Alton. That'll give the ball back to the Kahawks with a 6-point lead, 18-12. Kayla Hancher will go back and serve it up here for Collinsville. Now the referees want to have a little bit of a conversation. See if they change anything here. And looks like they are. They're going to change their minds and give Alton that point. So 17-13. Collinsville with the lead, and Alton just picks up another point. And that makes it 18-13. Scoreboard still says 17. Next serve on the way, picked up by Bella Tucker. Moved up front, Hancher trying to set it up for Scrum. Scrum kills it, this time on the far side corner. Still waiting for the scorekeeper to get caught up here. He just gave that point to Alton. Now it says 18-13, which it should have said beforehand, but it should be 18-14 as Hancher's hit goes out of bounds. Now it says 18-14, and it should say 19-14. All right, Grace Kane back to serve for Alton. I think they got it right now. Picked up in the back by Grimm. Moved over to Hancher, and then Bone slams it into the net. She didn't get all of that ball. And now Collinsville's lead is down to 3, 18-15. Grace Kane back to serve again. She does so off of the shoulder area of Grimm to scrum, and she was stuffed up front by Brooke Wolf and Olivia Ducey. Timeout on the floor. Chapman Trucking is one of our sponsors we need to thank. They are a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more, including getting your heavy equipment to the place where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC. 618-960-9346 is her number, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Let's also, while we have a moment, thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's new website at collinsvillecea.org. Grace Kane serving up once again. Her team trails by 2, 18-16 in favor of Collinsville. As Scrum sends it up for Hancher, back to Scrum. Scrum kills it, and this time Wolf and Ducey could not block it out. They got a fingertip on it, but it falls right behind them, and Collinsville is up by 3, 19-16. Here's Hannah Scrum getting ready to serve it up here for Collinsville. She does so, but too hard. Out of bounds it goes. We've had a few of those tonight. Mostly on Collinsville's side, but there's been a couple. Matter of fact, the first serve of the game was hit too hard for Alton. Here is Doso. She sends it back, and it goes out of bounds. So the Lady Redbirds return the favor. Collinsville now up 20-17. Bella Tucker serves it up for the Kahawks and picks herself up an ace. Grace Kane tried to get the dig on the dive, but couldn't get there, and that ball again falls in front of Sammy Doso. Bella Tucker only has committed 5 errors this year as far as serves go. And nice block up front. Darcy Metzger. Emily Bone was also there, but I think Metzger got that one. Collinsville now up 21-18. Olivia Ducey back to serve for Alton. Hannah Scrum picks it up. Alyssa Grimm sets it up, and Darcy Metzger sends it over. Nice job by Hancher keeping that ball alive, and even better over on the far side by Grimm, but it's all for naught as Ducey exploited that left open spot in the middle right over the net and picks up a point for her team, 21-19. 2-point lead for Collinsville as once again Ducey back to serve. She does so out of bounds. 22-19. Kahawks up by 3. Holder checks back into the game, takes the place of Emily Bone. Holder into serve. Picked up by Doso, moved up front to Ducey. Now a little push over the net. Collinsville picks it up though. Hancher over on the far side for Grimm. And again, Doso couldn't get there from that back line. 23-19 in favor of Collinsville. And now the Alton Lady Redbirds would like a timeout. Let's go ahead and thank Metro East Roofing and Guttering. Locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. Located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville, Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call at 618-345-5679 today for your free estimate, and you can visit their Facebook page, at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. Let's also thank the city of Collinsville, the place to be this weekend, Friday and Saturday, for Italian Fest. If you would like to find out more about information on events coming up in the city of Collinsville, you can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page. And as always, the City of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and they wish all district athletes good luck this sports season. 23-19, Kahawks 2 points away from securing a first set victory here. And now we are going to have a delay of some sort. Coach Hanger looking up at the scoreboard. And I'm not sure what the discussion is about. At any rate, they've got it all figured out. Holder ready to serve it up here for Collinsville. And Doso picks it up. Collinsville blocks it out up front. Nice block there. Both Metzger and Grimm were up there, and Collinsville ready to serve up game point here. 24-19, Kahawks have the lead. Holder ready to serve up the next one, and I hope it's the last one for the game, the Kahawks do. It's over, and Doso picks this one up. Set up now by Dulce, and knocked over by Wolf. Now Hancher trying to set it up for Grimm. Instead, she goes backwards, sets it up for Metzger. And that one ends up going just a little bit too far. And out of bounds, 24-20. Collinsville with the 4-point lead. Alton trying to stay in this one. Here is Cully Higgins. She serves it up, picked up by Tucker. To Hancher, to Grimm, and that one's in there for the game winner. Collinsville wins the first one, 25-20. Game number 2 coming your way in just a few minutes here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Hi, I'm Colton Pareko. I want to thank the team at RE/MAX Alliance for helping me find my first home. It couldn't have been any easier. If you're in the game for a new home, contact my friends at RE/MAX Alliance.
First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com.
And we welcome you back to Alton High School. I'm Todd Duke, glad that you're here. Enjoying this fine varsity volleyball action between Collinsville and Alton. It'll be a lot colder outside when we're doing basketball games, I guarantee you that much. Collinsville wins the first one 25-20. We're about ready to start set number 2 as we switch ends of the court. Collinsville now on your right while Alton is on the left. Referees making last-minute checks, making sure that everybody is on the floor that's supposed to be on the floor, and after they do, of course, the liberos are allowed to come in, so Sammy Doso does so. Say that 3 times fast for Alton. And now it looks as if Eviana Holder has put on the libero shirt and will take over that responsibility here in this second game. Kayla Hancher will lead things off here for Collinsville. That one goes backwards. Doso picks it up on the second shot, and Alton gets it over on the third shot. Now Hancher setting it up for Kennedy Fisher, who didn't see any action in the first game because she saw plenty of action in the JV contest, and she puts one over the net and gives Collinsville a 1-0 lead. Hancher back to serve it up yes again, and Doso pushes the ball forward. What a nice job there by Cheyenne Johnson to get that ball over the net. Now a far side sideline pickup, nicely done there by Grace Kane, and the ball goes over, and both Tucker and Holder dive for it, but neither one could come up with it, and we are tied at 1. There is Olivia Ducey. Ducey sends it over on a line drive shot, picked up by Holder, set up for Hancher. As she was trying to set up, Kennedy Fisher didn't give it enough air, and Fisher got confused while in midair and struck that one the best she could, but it goes right into the net. Alton Lady Redbirds have a lead. Holder picks that one up. Oh, nice job over there by Hannah Scrum. Now Holder gets the return and sends it back over. Picked up by Kane, shoved over by Ducey, and sent over the net by Alton, and now Hancher trying to set it up. A little punch over by Hannah Scrum. That was all she could do. And now Johnson sends it over for Alton. Hancher sets it up for Scrum. Oh, what a blistering shot that was. There was no way Doso could have gotten to that one. I don't care where she was. 2-2. Back to serve, Hannah Scrum. Bella Tucker goes to the bench. Scrum serves it up. And that one stays in bounds. Both Kane and Cheyenne Johnson were over there. And both of them watched that ball fall right in between one another. 3-2 in favor of Collinsville. Hannah Scrum to serve it up once again. And this time it is picked up by Johnson. And that's going to be out of bounds on a hit by Olivia Ducey. And Collinsville is up 4-2. Scrum delivers the next serve. Picked up in the back by Kane, moved up front, Dulce, and finally Abigail Power sent it over. Now Hancher sets it up, and a scream across for Mitchell was good, but Alton picked it up, and Leilani Hill goes up for the kill, but Collinsville blocks it out. 5-2 in favor of the Kahawks. Hannah Scrum sends it out of bounds. Alton's turn to serve, and it's going to be Cully Higgins who does that. Picked up in the backcourt by Scrum. Hancher setting it up for Mitchell. Mitchell with a kill shot right in front of Doso. 6-3. Kahawks have the lead. Again, in case you're joining me late, my scoreboard is frozen. I can't get it off the screen, and I can't get it to work, so it's going to stay up there until we end this night. Holder back to serve it up for Collinsville. She does so, and it's picked up, shoved forward. Collinsville, Holder to Hancher, setting it up. Oh, what a kill shot there by Kayla Hancher. Or, excuse me, Metzger after the nice setup by Hancher. Now a Holder. Ready to deliver another one. Collinsville up 7-3. Holder. It's picked up in the back, moved forward by Higgins, and sent over, and Janelle Rose found a soft spot over there, right by Mitchell and Scrum, and it falls in there for a point, 7-4. Kahawks with the 3-point lead. Brooke Wolf, or excuse me, Abigail Powers, going back to serve it up here for Alton. She does so, picked up in the middle by Holder. Hancher setting it up for Grimm, and that was a powerful shot there as Abigail Powers did get a piece of that ball, but it went straight sideways after that. Lauren Fortner, the junior, into the game now for Collinsville, back to serve. And a little bit too much on it. Sydney Summer is on the roster on the varsity side. She's the only freshman that is. Next serve from Johnson, picked up by Holder. Set up by Hancher to Mitchell. Mitchell off of a couple of hands up front, and Alton could barely get that ball over the net, and when they do, it's out of bounds, and Collinsville picks up another point. It's now 9-5 in favor of the Kahawks. Mitchell heads to the bench. Bella Tucker back in, and Tucker will serve it up. Tucker, her serve picked up by Doso. And now set up, and Rose gets it over. Not the setup she was looking for. Scrum has the one she's looking for. And into that back far corner. She hits it for another point. And Collinsville up front now 10-5 in this game. Tucker delivers the next. Picked up by Higgins, now moved up front, and a blocked out shot there of a Brooke Wolf shot. And Collinsville keeps it alive. Hancher has to get it over. She does so. And here's Rose with the kill attempt, and a nice dig by Bella Tucker. Hancher to Scrum, and it's blocked out. And no one there to pick up the trash. 10-6, Collinsville up by 4 points. Grace Kane back to serve now for Alton. Kane gets it over, and Holder sends it straight back to the wall. 10-7. Collinsville's lead has shrunk to 3. And once again, it'll be Grace Kane with the serve. That one's out of bounds. That one went off the side of her hand, and Collinsville gets a gift point there as Kennedy Fisher will sub back in for Holder, the libero here in this game. Metzger serves it up, picked up in the backcourt, and setting it up for Alton right into the net off of the hands of Abigail Powers. Kahawks back up by 5, 12-7. Darcy Metzger, the junior, back to serve it up. She does so right in the middle. Picked up by Kane on the first shot. She sends it over. Now Hancher for Fisher. Kane picks that one up, but nothing that Brooke Wolf could do about it after Kane got a hand on it. And now a timeout on the floor. Let's thank All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, your business, your sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options. They walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees right across the street from Kahok Stadium, online, allprotees.com, or call 344-2200. And if you're looking to buy a new home or sell your current one, you can trust the Blaylock team of RE/MAX Alliance with all of your real estate needs. If you buy or sell with the Blaylocks, they will donate $200 to your favorite Kahok Booster Club. Call Peyton or Emily today. That number, 618-780-4622, or visit them online at blaylockteam.com. Collinsville has a 13-7 lead here in this second set after the Kahawks won the first set 25-20. We're back underway, and Kane sends the ball up, and teammates send the ball over. Here is a setup by Hancher for scrum. Oh, that was a blistering shot. Nipped the front of the net, and Doso was all she could do to get a hand on it, which she did, but once she did, it went straight into the crowd. 14-7. Kahawks have doubled up the Lady Redbirds here. Metzger back to serve it up once again for Collinsville. She does so, picked up by Kane, moved up. Johnson tries to set it up for a Hill. She does get it over. And now Hancher sets it up for Bella Tucker. She pushes it across. Kane sets it back up front for Johnson, who then sends it to Ducey, and too many hits. 14-8. As Doso back to serve for Alton. She sends it across, picked up in the middle by Tucker. Tucker to Hancher, setting it up for scrum, and again, right to Doso. She got there, but couldn't get any lift on that ball at all. 15-8 in favor of Collinsville. Hancher will go back to serve. Picked up, moved up front, but not far enough, so Doso's going to have to send it over. Holder, she picks it up. Oh, net violation as Hancher had her back into the net. She was trying to actually, instead of setting that ball up parallel with the net, she was going to send it back towards the middle of the court. Fisher was ready to kill it, but the whistle stopped that progression. And now Edwardsville will serve it up, picked up by Tucker. Hancher sets it up for Grimm. Grimm finds an empty spot over on the far side. And it's now 16-9 in favor of Collinsville. Kristen Mitchell checks back into the game, takes the place of Bella Tucker. Back to serve, Hannah Scrum. Scrum sends it over overhand. Kane sends it back across for Alton, kept alive by Holder. And now a setup, and Doso sends it up front for Ducey. Blocked out there on the kill try by Abigail Powers. And that ball ends up going out of bounds. Give the point to Alton. It's a 16-10 lead now by Collinsville. Cheyenne Johnson, or no, that is Kelly Higgins serving it up. Picked up in the backcourt by Grimm. Hancher sets it up for King. She gets it across, and then the Alton Redbirds have to rebound after that ball was blocked out. Nice pickup by Scrum in the backcourt. Hancher setting it up for Mitchell. Mitchell! Right off of the hands of Olivia Ducey and straight back to the wall. Collinsville now up by 7 once again. 17-10. Holder, the senior, back to serve it up here for the Kahawks. She does so. Rose pushes it over for Alton. Scrum sends it across the way. Hancher just shoves it over. Oh, man, she saw that empty spot there in the middle of the court. Not only is she really good at setting up her teammates, she has the vision enough to see that she didn't need to set that one up on that second touch. She just pushed it over because the middle of the court was left wide open. 18-10. Holder serves it up once again. Doso picks it up in the back, and a one-arm pushover by Ducey. Collinsville keeps it alive, and Hansher shoves it across again. Doso up to Ducey, setting it up for Rose. Rose gets blocked out, and it falls down after one hit by Alton. And Collinsville now up 19-10. In the last 10 years, Collinsville has only lost to Alton one time. That was back in 2015. Holder, oh, what a nice job that was on the back line. Hansher sets it up. Kristen Mitchell gets it over. Alton pushes it over. Holder, Hansher. Oh, yeah, what a shot there by Darcy Metzger. Oh, Holder pushed a beautiful ball up to Hansher, and Hansher couldn't set up Darcy Metzger any better than that. Point Kahawks, they are up 20-10. Timeout on the floor. Let's thank Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether you're building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or are finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor that you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Call 618-407-5466 or online at pacedesignconstruct.com. Collinsville having a good game here against Alton as they try to win in straight sets 2 years in a row. Last year they did it 27-25, and that was a game that we had for you at Collinsville High School. I remember that game. That was back and forth. Collinsville finally pulled it out 27-25 and 25-20 in the second game, so both sets were very close. 25-20 was the score of the first game. Here we are at 20-10 in the second game. A little bit of a soft shot there on the serve by Holder, but Alton takes care of it. Hansher again setting up Darcy Metzger. This time Alton takes care of it. Metzger with the block. Couldn't get it all the way over, though. And a nice diving effort there by Kristen Mitchell to try to get that ball over. 20-11. Redbirds. Powers serves into the net. 3-point. Boy, I bet coaches just love to get those 3 points, but I bet they really hate it when it happens. And their girl serves that ball straight into the net. Lauren Fortner checks back into the game, and she will serve. She does so. Back into the back, and Higgins almost knocked that ball back into the back wall. Hansher again setting up Metzger. This time she finds the open spot and takes care of it for a 22-11 lead. And again, Collinsville doubling up the Alton Redbirds. 11-point lead as Fortner will go back to serve it up again. She does, and it's picked up, set up, back to where it came from on the pickup by Johnson. I don't know how Alton kept that ball alive. And a nice job by Scrum keeping that one open for Collinsville. Mitchell across the way. Doso hits it on the back line. Dosey sets up Rose. Rose sends it across, but Collinsville is guilty of a net infraction. 22-12. Collinsville in control, only 3 points away from a straight set victory here tonight. Here is Cheyenne Johnson. Johnson serve back to Holder, and Holder off of her hands. One bouncing up against the wall. 22-13. Johnson ready to serve up the next. Holder picks this one up. A little easier this time. Hansher. Kristen Mitchell gets too much on that one. And once again, Cheyenne Johnson back to serve it up for Alton. Picked up a couple of points in a row. That one barely makes it over the net. Nice dig by Hannah Scrum. Mitchell gets it over. Picked up back into the back by Higgins. Moved up front, Rose. And then Holder got a hand on it. Kept it alive just enough for Mitchell to get it over the net. Now Collinsville. Hansher. Scrum. Mitchell. She'll send it over but out of bounds. And that is 4 points in a row. One by Alton with Cheyenne Johnson back there serving. All of a sudden it's 22-15, 7-point lead here for Collinsville. It was just 11 a little while ago. Here is Hancher. She'll shove it over again, has that vision going on. And Kayla Hancher having herself a whale of a game here tonight. 23-15. Kahawks just 2 points away from victory. Here's Bella Tucker. Tucker sends it across. Dulce sends it over, and up front, I tell you what, Darcy Metzger didn't waste a second. Saw that ball was going to make it over the net on the first hit, and she went up and got it before Alton could even try to set it up. Game point, match point here for Collinsville. Tucker sends it over again. Picked up in the center of the court, moved up front over on the far side. Collinsville takes care of it. Hancher sets it up. Metzger, oh, what a nice dig back in the back there by Higgins. And now a net violation for Alton will give Collinsville the win and the victory. 25-20 in game number 1, 25-15 in game number 2. Well, we welcome you in now to the Chiropractic Works post-game show. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or call 343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, again, as I mentioned, if you weren't with us from the beginning, technical problems have prevented us from using the scoreboard, and we'll call it technical problems on the voice recorder as well. So I didn't get to interview Coach Abby Hanger during the pregame show. She promises me that she's going to stop up for an interview during the postgame show. So we'll hope that she does that as we await her arrival next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not so basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and 3 locations in Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school, or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network as Collinsville wins in straight sets here tonight over the Alton Redbirds. We got a twofer in the booth for you tonight as far as post-game interviews are concerned. First, we're going to talk things over with head coach Abby Hanger. Nice win for your girls. That was very fun to watch. It was very fast.
It was fast, but thank you. We appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to take you back to the Belleville East game for a minute because I wanted to talk to you about that in the pregame show, and as everybody knows by now, we didn't have one of those. That 1 point in the first game when you guys were behind and Darcy Metzger slammed that ball into the court, and it seems like from that point on you guys took off.
Yeah, it was a big momentum play. Our setter, Kayla Hancher, gave her a nice ball, and Darcy put the ball inside the 10-foot line, and everybody got amped up. You know, we needed that excitement to rally behind, and that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, and people don't think about that a lot. I mean, there's always a swinging moment in games in sports, football games, basketball, whatever the case may be. Volleyball, it's kind of the same thing, only you don't really think of it at the time because there's so much more volleyball to be played at that point. I think it was, you know, like 15-9 or something like that in the first set. So you don't think about a moment like that being the jumping off point where you get that momentum switch, but it really happened that way, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. We started down the match. I'm pretty sure it was 20-15, and we made our way back, and I think it was 20-all or around then when Darcy put that ball away. But again, we had a great pass and a great set, and we all rallied behind that.
All right, you brought Kayla Hancher up here for a reason, and I was talking about her during this game the whole night because, number one, I'm amazed at the job that she does setting up her teammates for quality shots and the vision on the court, knowing when the setup might not be there, but looking out of the corner of my eye, I can see there's an open spot on the floor, so I'm just going to touch it right over there.
Yes, Kayla did a wonderful job tonight. You know, we move our lineup around a lot. Kayla's been in and out, and with our other setter being hurt, she got to run a 5-1 and play in the front row as well tonight, and she did an excellent job for us. I have a special place with the setters, and we talk a lot, and you know, we get really excited when they do something good like tip, and she controlled the floor and the offense. She ran a really good offense tonight. You know, she gave the ball to the right person. She set up a lot of one-on-ones, and I was extremely happy with how she played.
Yeah, and again, Bella Tucker just, I mean, she's a service machine out there.
Yeah, she is. You know, she's someone we rely on. I think we missed 7 serves in the first match. We missed a handful in the second. But when Bella goes back to the line, everyone kind of calms down and takes a deep breath because we know she's going to do her job. And she rallies off points for us. So, you know, people don't understand little things like that go a long way in volleyball for our confidence and for our momentum.
Yeah, and I made a comment during the game about, boy, coaches must really love it when the other team serves the ball right into the net, but they must really hate it when their team does that.
Oh, yes. We were super frustrated the first set. Coach Katie was actually counting them out loud to me after the fourth one. And I think we were getting ready to, you know, pull our hair out. But, you know, we settled down and we regrouped, and we did a lot better the second set. I think we were a little antsy, you know. We've had a couple injuries. Things are changing, and we don't always react well to that. But I think after, you know, the first 15 points of that first set, we really calmed down.
Yeah, you know, things like that will happen. Okay, turn your headset over. Thank you for the visit, by the way. Turn your headset over to the star of the game here, if you will.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And yeah, exactly. We'll bring Kayla Hancher in now. So tell me a little bit about what you bring to this team and how you make that work.
So I haven't been playing the most varsity. I've been going in and out and really helping JV out lately. But Abby asked me to step up, and I did my best to try to, and I think I was successful tonight.
tell me about your vision. You see a lot more out there than just the average person on the floor, don't you?
I do see a lot, but Abby helps me a lot, telling me where to go, where to tip, where to set, and that helps out a lot.
I mean, actually, during the game, while the ball is in the air, she's yelling these things out, or no?
She tells me before the ball is served, and so then I know if it's open, I can go there.
Okay, well, how about the times when there isn't a setup there? And do you have that peripheral vision that good where you can see that the setup isn't going to happen, but you can see that open spot?
I wouldn't say I have the best out there, but I try my best to see it.
Yeah, and you had a couple of nice setups. Darcy Metzger, King. There was one time when I noticed you were trying to set it up behind her because you were like right up against the net, and you tried to push it back and set it up in the middle of the floor, but the ball didn't quite get as much height on it, and she kind of hit it into the net. But I saw what you were trying to do. And that's when I made the comment, man, you got a vision out there that, not a lot of girls have in this game.
Thank you. Yeah. I've been trying to work on it lately, and I think it's improving.
All right. So you enjoying yourself out there?
Yes, I am. It was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you very much for the visit. I appreciate it. Good game out there tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is Kayla Hancher, your star of the game here tonight for Collinsville as they win in straight sets. We appreciate her visit. We appreciate Coach Abby Hanger coming up and visiting us as well. Our next volleyball action, I think we have a little bit a while to go here, but we have, let's see, where am I? I'm at Alton. So our next volleyball action is next Thursday against Edwardsville, the vaunted Edwardsville Tigers. So Collinsville wins this one here tonight, and they improve their overall record to 9-4, and they are now 4-1 in conference play, while the Alton Redbirds have dropped to 7-8 on the year, and they are now 1-1 in conference play. Next up for Alton, they have a home date coming up with Fort Zumwalt. That's not until the 25th, and as I mentioned, Collinsville will be taking on Edwardsville. That'll be on the 27th, a week from Thursday, but they're back in action on Tuesday as they have a road game at O'Fallon. So big victory here tonight for Collinsville. They win at 25-20 and 25-15. Both the JV and the freshman ladies, however, lost in straight sets to Alton's JV and Alton's freshman squads, respectively. Big thank you once again to all of our sponsors. Big thank you to our post-game visitors, Abby Hanger and Kayla Hancher. And my name is Todd Duke. Our next game is not until Saturday afternoon. The Friday night football game that was moved against East St. Louis now takes place Saturday at 1 p.m. We'll be on the air about 12:20 in the afternoon Saturday for the pregame show. And until then, everyone, have yourselves a fantastic evening.